Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video or episode of the PIXCAST. Y'all can tell the background. It's a bit of the fall vibes. Thanksgiving's coming up on Thursday. Today's Monday, November 23rd, 4th. Wait, it's the 4th. November 24th, Monday, 2025. Yeah, I can see the background. Like I said, it's a little bit of that fall vibe, so I wanted to go for that fall vibe. Usually it's blue, but just wanted to come on here and, switch up the vibe a little bit. Even though in California it's a little hot, but it's okay. We'll take it. But yeah, guys, you guys watched my last episode. It was the first episode I made in a while since I was gone. Just got, mentioned everything on that last episode. Just talking about everything, what happened to the channel. So, we're back, and like I said, we're gonna do these daily videos or weekly videos. Sorry, every Monday. This is usually kind of when I film everything, Mondays, and then I upload either Tuesday or Wednesday, but I try to make my videos every weekly. That way probably every Monday probably be the best way to do it and upload them. But for now, I'm coming up with the schedule still. So trying to figure out how I'm going to make these podcasts, kind of see how I'm going to do them. I want to bring the guest on here. So, I'm going to do remote podcasts as well. So eventually I'll lead into having in-person podcasts again. But as of right now, I think these are fine, me doing these by myself. So I appreciate the support from the last video y'all showed me and posting the reels and stuff. So shout out to everyone who commented and showed the love. I really want to come on here and watch this and just, like I said, just the goal is to talk about my feelings or anything like that, talk about anything. So I just come on here and just chop it up with you guys and just to kind of document my life as well. I look back and kind of, watch my videos and be like, man, that was, that was kind of cool to film that. So, but today, just got a lot of random stuff to talk about, honestly. Nothing too crazy, but there's a lot of cool stuff, guys. I'm really excited for this stuff to talk about. But I just wanted to go. First of all, man, Stranger Things is coming out November 29th. I'm really excited for that. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like I don't know what to expect. I'm very nervous to see who is going to either make it or not make it, and who's gonna die and who's not gonna die. But as we're getting so close to the final season to drop, the theories, the leaks, the pictures, everything looks crazy. Vecna's coming back stronger. Eleven's powers are leveling up. The OG crews, they're all grown up, man. They're all grown up. The whole story feels like we watched them, from middle school. Now they're saving the world. They were just kids, man. I swear. Stranger Things is one of those, it hits every time. The nostalgic, the music, the story, the emotions. You get the 80s vibe, the friendship. So I'm really excited to see what happens on this episode, season 5. I'm curious to see what happens with Will in this storyline. See what happens to Hopper. And what if they touch Steve Harrington? We riot, right? That's my boy. I don't want him to die. Obviously, Steve Harrington, he grew up to be everyone's favorite character in that show. So if he goes, that's gonna suck, obviously, because we all like him, we all love him on that show. So yeah, man, the theories are crazy. I mean, it could. I don't even know where to go, man. I know for sure Will's possessed. Obviously. The thing is, when I was watching some highlights or clips, it's apparently he got possessed in the underworld, and I guess his body stayed, but like he went back out there, and the whole time it was never Will. Is that what I'm like correctly figuring it out? I'm not even 100% sure, but like I just, it's mind blowing to me if the whole time if Will was just possessed and Vecna was doing a really good job controlling his mind and playing this nice guy, or is it actually Will and then he just continues to like, he can possess him when he wants, and kind of like that's his secret weapon for Vecna to kind of like, hey, in the trailer where I was watching, it showed him that it was gonna, be his last shot would to be Will, and Will's the one to kind of come in here and kind of, give Vecna that his powers or whatever is gonna happen. But Will he has something big to do, and that. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens there. I'm really nervous to see what happens to Steve or Nancy. Even man, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know. Hear me out. This might not happen, but hear me out. I think, well, Steve still loves Nancy, obviously, but she's with Jonathan. I love Jonathan and Nancy as a couple. Obviously, in real life, they are dating, but in the movie, it just seems right to Steve and Nancy to get back. Like, I know it sucks because Jonathan's a great person. He's a great guy, but I just would like to see Nancy and Steve have a little moment. For some reason, I think this might happen, but hopefully not. Either Steve saves Nancy from something crazy, and then like they kind of say goodbye to each other, and then that's how kind of Steve goes. But my theory is I would assume maybe Jonathan does something crazy, heroic. Maybe he tries to save his brother Will, and he goes, and then Nancy ends up with Steve. I don't know. I mean, I would like that, but that's why I don't, because I like Jonathan come as a person. I like the actor he is, but I just you just would want Steve to kind of get his shot with Nancy one more time, because he literally loves her. And in the last episode too, or last season, you saw them kind of have a little bit of tension in the underworld. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. Obviously, comes out on the 29th. Super stoked, super excited to watch that. Anyone out there is a Stranger fanatic, let me know. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think is gonna die? Who do you guys think is gonna survive? I'm gonna go. I don't know. I would want someone to survive everything, but someone's gonna die, and I think either it's gonna be for some reason Steve, maybe Hopper, and I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna just probably go with like maybe Dustin might die. I think those guys might, but I don't know. It's you just never know. But what I do know is gonna be sad. Someone's gonna die that we like, and we're gonna be sad about it, and we're gonna cry, and we're gonna probably riot. But don't touch Steve. Don't touch Steve, bro. He's the man. Don't touch Steve. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited though to see. Let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think? What's gonna happen in the final episode of Stranger, or between it? What's gonna happen in general? Is one, and Vecna is gonna be powerful, and that's gonna be crazy because Vecna he's a different breed, man. It's gonna be crazy. I'm excited though. I'm excited though. But man, that being said, guys, I love movies, man. I love talking about movies. I love talking about shows. So if whatever shows you guys like, or what are you guys watching right now, comment down below. What kind of show do you guys recommend? What movies do you guys recommend? Let me know what you guys think. I have a lot of favorite shows, but I really love, I grew up watching this show, Prison Break. If you guys haven't watched it, it's a really good show. It brings back memories with that show. And if it would all-time show, my favorite would be Prison Break. That show is awesome. And if there's animated shows, if that counts, but it would be Kick Patowski. That's a good show as well. I mean, Stranger Things is up there with my favorite show, but let me know what you guys think your favorite show is down below. What are you guys watching, and what is your all-time favorite show? Mine is Prison Break. So Breaking Bad's up there too, but Prison Break is just very awesome. I really love that show, and it's pretty sick. So if you guys haven't watched it, check it out. It's on Netflix and I believe Amazon Prime, but for sure Netflix is on there. Yeah, guys, that's fun. I love talking about movies and all that. So let's talk about some life, let's talk about some life stuff. I know the holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. Christmas is coming up. New Year's is coming up. I just want to come on here and kind of motivate someone and kind of talk about, don't wait for certain times to celebrate. Don't wait for Thanksgiving to celebrate with your family or have food or be together, have a Friendsgiving. Don't wait for a certain day to do that. You have all the year to do that. Just because it has to be a certain day doesn't mean you have to wait all year to have it, because many of us, or a lot of us, or any of us, might not make it to Thanksgiving, and you wish all year you wait for that moment. Do it now. I know it's around the corner, but do it now. You don't have to wait for a certain holiday or certain day to feed each other or have fun or be together as a family or friends. You can always do that on the weekend or any day. It doesn't have to be anything special, but just do it before it's too late. I always like to tell my family that, I don't have to wait till Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever to hang out with them. It's like we do it now as a family, and we do a really good job to get together all the time and be together as a family, because that is important. Because I don't like waiting for holidays to celebrate anything, or just because it's a holiday, you need to take a day off work or not go to the gym. I mean, those are all excuses. For me, I think, yeah, it's important to take breaks and be with your family. But if you have the mindset where you hang out with your family, do these things, you don't really have to wait for holidays to kind of celebrate or whatever, And I just, at these times are tough for people. Some people are on hospice and we're on beds at the hospitals during these holidays. And I know, guys, it's tough because we kind of just you just got to appreciate that, being alive and having health and to talk and to walk. And I think a lot of people forget the most littlest things. I know some people might complain on Thanksgiving, oh, they ran out of this, they ran out of that, but a lot of people might not even make it to Thanksgiving. A lot of people are out of hospital at Thanksgiving. A lot of people are going through a hard time on Thanksgiving, or missing someone on Thanksgiving, or missing a loved one, or someone passed. I recently encountered, actually, my job. I met a wonderful woman, and she really opened up my eyes, because she's going through a hard time, and I told her to check out the podcast. And if she's watching this, it'll be funny. But hi, I hope you're doing okay, and I'm here for you. And these podcasts are to kind of uplift people, and just kind of words of advice, and always improvement. But yeah, guys, I don't know, just don't wait for a holiday to celebrate a certain something, just get after it, don't wait for a holiday. And for Thanksgiving is obviously you're thankful, right? But every day I'm thankful for my life and for my family and for my friends and for everything. I'm thankful every day. So you guys should have the same mindset to be thankful every day. Don't wait for a certain holiday to upload something on Instagram. Thank you. And I don't know. I don't do that. I kind of just do my thing, and kind of every day I'm grateful. I woke up today. I'm like, man, like it's Monday. I'm grateful. I got to film. I got to make videos. I got to put content, and it's a lot of work. But at the end of the day, it pays off for me to go on here and post this and have people listen to something or hear something during these holidays that maybe someone's going through a hard time. Maybe no one talks about it, but I'm here to talk about things and to talk about how life goes. And it's hard. People forget. You kind of, very spoiled to have that certain family to go to another family's home to celebrate. Some of us don't have that. Some of them don't have to place to go home or someone to celebrate at his house. Some people maybe might be alone. If you're alone, I'm here for you. If you want to text me, call me, join the podcast, listen to this podcast, and maybe it might help you out if you're alone on these days. But yeah, man, I mean, people forget we're humans, and we kind of, go through stuff, and we kind of, we struggle with things, we all make mistakes. But that being said, it's the fact that it's don't wait for a holiday to celebrate or to do something special. You have all year to do that. And it's like, I don't like doing that. I don't even like celebrating holidays just because my mindset's so, I think every day is a holiday. I think every day you should be grateful to be alive, and you should be happy. If people forget, man, those little things that we do, breathe, that's special. I was having a conversation with my cousin Andy. Shout out to Andy, by the way. We're having some deep conversations about just God and life and nature, and how it's crazy how we're humans and we have a certain time to live. And I was like, man, we should take out the opportunities that we're young, and to take chances, take risks, because later on in life you get older, you wish you did this, you wish you did that. And I was just having some good conversation with him about that I'm so grateful, man, to where I'm at in life right now. I know it's not nothing crazy. I wish, obviously we all want to have a good job, full-time job, what we love to do. Man, I would love to do this full-time, do a podcast full-time, make video games full-time, and talk about baseball full-time. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm doing all these podcasts because I love to talk, and I love to see interactions with people, and people tell me, hey, E-Man, thank you for the help, thank you for this, thanks for that entertainment. I think I'm like this lady said, it's my legacy. My legacy is to make an impact, and when I'm gone, I want people to look back and understand what I was, my purpose in life. And I think that's what I want to carry is my legacy. I take a lot of pride in myself to, for people to look at me and talk to me. I want to carry that legacy into my, when I go, I want it to be engraved. And when I go, to, man, that guy was pretty cool. He did everything he could. And I just, yeah. Like I said, man, just, it's beautiful. And I can't put it into words how like lucky and grateful I am to be alive. And even with my insecurities and my failures and my mistakes and my self-doubt and all that stuff, man, I'm still here. From heartbreak, from feeling lost, from unmotivated, from, all that, man, I'm still here. man, I wake up feeling motivated all the time. I think I do in these podcasts, I do them unmotivated sometimes. I think then that's what makes me get motivated is when I hear myself and I talk to myself and I'm like, it's me versus me, bro. You versus you. And I say that all the time because it really is you versus you. And once you understand that, you lock in you versus you beat yourself. And that's the hardest thing to do in life is beat yourself because you're the hardest person you're going to face ever. You will fight with yourself, but eventually you will beat yourself. And that sounds very kind of like funny to say, but yeah, if you're in a boxing match with yourself, someone's got to win. It's going to be you or you, but that better version of you is going to win. And that is exactly what I mean is that you versus you, that better version is going to win no matter what, because the old version is weak and all that, man. So, like I said, we all struggles. We all have weird chapters in life. We even have lonely nights, but those things is what makes you. Life is strange. It's unpredictable. It's messy, but it's beautiful, man. I think, and just like, just like it's very funny to say, but just like Stranger Things teaches us, even in darkness, there's a connection. Even chaos, there's a purpose. Even struggle, there's strength. So this is the Thanksgiving season. Don't just be grateful for food, be grateful for growth, for lessons, for the people who stayed, and the version of yourself that kept going, And I think that's the most important part, man, is really don't forget who you are, your worth, your value. And look, man, all the mistakes you've made or anything you're not proud of or anything you're struggling with, any addictions or anything like that, let those go. Let those go. That's your past. And get up and be better the next day. And it's okay if you fall again, but the key is to keep on trying, to keep fighting, to become better every day. You're going to struggle. We're all going to struggle. We're all going to go back to our temptations. We're all going to go back to our ways. We're all going to go do things we're not supposed to. Yeah, we're human. I'm guilty of that. I come on here. I'm not perfect, man. I talk to this mic. I may look like I'm know-it-all or I'm perfect. No, far from that, man. I'm far from perfect. I'm far from even, you have no idea, man. I struggle so much with a lot of things, we all do. But that's what makes me come on here and I feel like a man. I feel like a man coming on here and talking about my problems and helping others with struggles because people are scared to speak up of what they're going through. And I feel like it's not even that I'm not even sad or even nothing, man. I'm happy. We can always do better. We can always be better. We can always look better. We can always talk better. Everything better. Like American Psycho. You can always look better. Be thinner. I mean, I take that. I like that. I like that quote because it's really true. There's always more. You're always more hungry for something. Either you want food, you want more food. You want more money, you want more money. It's those things that you got to get after. But you're always hungry and you always want more in life. Because we're never satisfied as a human. We always want to do better. I do these podcasts and I look at them, I'm like, man, I could have done better. It could have been better. But then I'm like, you know what? No one even attempts to do these podcasts. They're scared to talk on camera. You know what? Honest truth, guys, I'm insecure. Do I like looking at a camera? No. I watch my videos, I'm like, man, I look horrible and ugly. But I'm like, you know what? Those are things I struggle with. And I have to keep on fighting because how I want to be this person I want to become if I can't talk or show my face, I was scared. And people were like, oh, I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to do that. I can't do it. I'm like, guys, look at me. I'm scared to film, to get critiqued, to get told mean things on the internet, to get told, I don't know, but I'm also scared, Like, I don't think you guys realize that. Like, I'm a person who is also scared of doing these things and I'm trying my best. I wish I had a bigger room, a studio, and I don't, man. I have this little room. I'm in here trying my best to make a podcast, man. Recording on my iPhone, recording on this mic that I talk to all the time. And back behind me is my other studio I have for gaming. So look, man, I don't want to hear excuses that you can't do it because I'm doing it. I'm trying my best to do these things. And I have so much to say on like the mindset people have nowadays in our generation. We're in Gen Z. It's horrible, man. Women, men. I mean, it's horrible. I talked to this older lady the other day. We were talking about our Gen Zs and all this and the motivation and what it's become, what we think now, or men aren't men anymore and women aren't women anymore. That's no offense to anyone, though. It's just the solid truth of our generation is pretty bad. So I'm coming on here to talk about all these things because no one talks about them. But like people always say is just make content and record and put it out and see what happens. Maybe it might hit. Maybe it might grow. I don't know, man. I have so much to say. And this is why I make these videos, because I look back and hear myself, and I'm like, man, you could have done better. Man, you could have done this different. You could have said this different. Or, man, that was great. But at the end of the day, man, I just come on here because I feel like I have a purpose. I feel like God has a purpose for me to do something with my life. And I feel like I haven't found it yet. I feel like it's right there. I know it. And I feel like he's showing me and he's teaching me, he's guiding me. And I feel like there's something there, but it's so close, guys. I can feel it. I know it. And I don't know. I can't explain how it feels to be like motivated to do something, to want something, to get after it, but also be scared because it's a scary thing to do new things that people don't want to do. I never thought I would do a podcast because I was scared how I looked, how I sounded. And frankly, I still am. But frankly, I'm doing it because at the end of the day, nobody cares, or nobody cares of what you're doing with your life. You do it how you want it. You are the artist, so create it. And that's the way I live my life and I see it, because no one cares if I'm making a video or how I feel right now. They only care about the outcome of the video I'm going to post. The what I feel right now and how I'm feeling, nobody knows and nobody cares, right? Unless you tell someone or your close friends or whatever. But there's so many people in this world. And that's why I come on here to talk to people, to see if I can maybe impact someone's life. I mean, that is the goal. And I'll say it again, every single podcast that I make, my goal is to impact people's lives and to be the motivation to others, and kind of be that, wow, E-Man, that's crazy. That's awesome to hear. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that, because we all go through stuff, and it's tough and it's hard. It gets messy. It's depressing. It's sad, but also there's happy and good moments in life, man. So that's why I always say, appreciate that life, appreciate what you got today. It might not be a lot, but appreciate that you ate. Appreciate that you did something today, man. I don't care if you go for a walk for 20 minutes. Do it, because you'll feel better. Because do things you're not comfortable with. I always kid you not, man. I go on these podcasts not knowing what I'm gonna say half the time, and it just comes out so flowy, and I'm like, just do it, man. I think about it, like, press record, and I'm like, no, it's not gonna come out good, no. But honestly, man, I just come on here and talk, and I feel like I am talking to myself, really, because doing these, you record them talking to yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing to do, is look at yourself in a screen and talk to yourself. And like, I'm talking back to myself, but like, it's like no one's on the other side of the screen, because it's easier to talk to someone, but you have to be comfortable being alone. You have to be happy being alone, because when you're happy and comfortable being alone, you can do anything. You conquer the world. When you control a lot of things in life, you can conquer the world, as far as do whatever you want to do, and don't be scared to do it. I think the majority of people don't take the opportunities they need to take in life to become successful or be something in life. I'm taking the opportunity to do a podcast and to do these things, and shoot, even if it doesn't happen, I know there's a couple of viewers out there who are loyal and who listen to me and who watch this and say thank you. And those are the people that I want to touch. And for everyone watching, not just them, but the fact that I can at least impact one person's life, that to me is special. And if I can impact 2, 3, even more special. But if I can impact a lot of people, that means the world, and that would be extra special. Because then again, it's like I'm using my voice, the way I think, to help others, or to maybe have someone start something or grow something they're doing. And I feel like that to me is what I want to do before I die. Before I die, I want people to know that I want to impact and help others in ways that maybe other people can't help them. Like I always say, if someone can't talk for them. If someone can't do something, do it for them. Be a nice person. Be a good person. I think that's what I am. And I know I'm not perfect, but I know I'm a good guy. I know I'm a good man. Maybe we don't feel good enough sometimes. We feel like nothing. We feel like nothing, but you are. And I think I feel like that a lot of times, after you work a long day at work, 12, 14 hours, you sit in that truck or van or car and you just stare at the ceiling. You're like, man, what a day. And no one has told you I'm proud of you, or no one has checked up on you because you're so busy working, or, but just know, if you're watching this, I'm proud of you. And I'm with you. If you worked a long day, if you had a hard day at work or anything like that, I just want you to know I'm proud of you. And like I always, like on my last podcast, I said, I'm proud of myself. And I'm grateful I have people to check up on me and to do that. But if no one has someone, I'm proud of you. So just keep that in mind, guys. Um, I can go on and talk about so much stuff about life and about motivation and just doing it and just doing that and doing this and doing that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what fires me or like makes me, I don't understand it. I don't understand the way I think, the way I am, the way I do things. But I guess I just don't like to see people suppressed or sad or struggling with something and they can't get out of it, because you can. Because I've been depressed, I think. I've been overweight. I've been broke. I've been angry. I've been revenge. I've been ungrateful. I've been rude. I've been jerk. I've been so many things that I didn't notice. And I'm still young. I'm 27 years old. I'm not old, which I feel old sometimes, but I'm 27 years old. And the fact that you can catch it and kind of change your mindset and change who you are and not be that person you hate in the mirror every day, I think that's what fuels me because I was that person that didn't think I can get out of it. I was that person where I didn't think I could, no matter what people told me, what advice people told me, whether my mom, I didn't think I could get out of it. And now I'm talking to a camera with a mic and trying to help others and motivate others because it's possible, because you can do it. Because if you change your mindset, you will change. You will get over it. It's just discipline and mindset that you need to lock in and understand that it's not that hard to get out of it. And you need to put that in your head, that pain is temporary. The people you love are here temporary. Money is temporary. This life is temporary. It's not forever. So ask yourself this. Do you want to be overweight, sad, depressed, unhappy in this temporary life that you have? Or do you want to make an impact and be somebody? Look good, feel better in this temporary life? You got to ask yourself that, because if you were the person who wants to just sit there and be sad and depressed, let me tell you, you're not going to have another life here. This is it. This is it. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, this is it. Because you get older, you get weaker, and things happen like that when you're getting older. You're 70, 80 years old. It's not the same when you were 20, dude. I kid you not. You have this temporary life that you have to make a decision. So stop making excuses for yourself. Nobody feels bad for you. To get up and do it on your own, because nobody's going to hold your hand and do the things you want to do in your life. And that's what I'm trying to say is, bro, I was there. I was sad, crying in my room. My mom came one day after I got heartbroken years ago. She's like, "What are you crying for?" I said, "What?" She's like, "She's not there." "What are you crying at, a statue?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess." She's like, "What are you doing? Why are you crying if she's not here? She ain't coming back. She left you. She made your decision." And that day, my mom changed my life. Where I got up, I became better. I wanted to do better. And it changed everything. And all it took for my mom to come in my room and tell me, "Get up, be a man." I remember that day, because I felt just maybe like you, where I was like so sad, so crying. "Oh, I can't get over it. No, I'm so sad. No, I'm not going to find another person. No, this." That's false, guys. It's not all about that, guys. And I'm not saying just because it's a heartbreak. No, this is everything in life in general. But that is an example that I gave you, that my mom did that for me. And I want to do that for others. So get up, get off that couch, get off that bed, get off what are you doing right now, and go out and go for a walk. Go out and do something that you're not comfortable with. Be uncomfortable, because that is when how people make it, is being uncomfortable. And then it happens. I'm uncomfortable talking about all these things I talk about on the podcast, because I'm uncomfortable streaming. I'm uncomfortable doing, that's what people don't understand though, is I am uncomfortable. I don't think you guys understand that. I'm uncomfortable doing these things, but I do them to show people that it's possible. And people look at me like, "Oh my God, he has it all figured out." False. I'm still figuring it out, guys. You guys have no idea what I've been through. You have no idea. And I'll eventually get to the things in this podcast. I'll eventually talk about those things in this podcast. I will eventually want to come on here and talk about my, things that I've gone. But dude, that doesn't define me. I mean, I'm on here. I'm getting it. I'm getting after it. To the people that are struggling, you can do it. Just, you have to change the mindset. You have to understand that part of it. It's not overnight, guys. It's going to take some time, but you can do it. And I hate the strong word. I just like to see people tell me they can't. or I'm so scared, or no, not today. I don't like that. Anyone who knows me, I'm a straightforward, blunt person. Get after it, bro. No excuses. If you have legs and arms, don't come up with an excuse, because there's people out there with disabilities who are doing more than you, and they're disabled. Imagine if they're at their full potential with their bodies. Sky's the limit, and you're wasting that potential you have, and you're healthy, and you're not doing these things you want to do because you're scared and uncomfortable. Well, hear me out, guys. I am scared and uncomfortable, and I'm doing it right now. I'm talking to a mic, I'm talking to a camera, I'm talking to myself uncomfortably, but I'm doing it because I know and I believe in myself, and I'm going to continue to do these things for me. And that is the goal, is for me. Don't do it for others. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it for you. Don't matter what people say. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't at all. It really doesn't matter what people say. You have to get out there, get after it, want it. I promise you, man, your shift of mindset, it's going to work. Believe me, it worked on me. Believe me, it worked on my friends. Believe me, it worked on many people that I know. And I want to be that impact to others. So stop being scared and stop waiting for a holiday or anything like that to celebrate something. You know what I mean? Give someone a present tomorrow just because it's Christmas. You don't have to wait. You can do it now. You don't got to wait till the 24th of Christmas, 25th of Christmas to give someone a present, because we might not make it. And I am so grateful to still be here. And tomorrow, hopefully, and the next day. And every day I'm going to make something happen in my life, an impact in other people. Whether it's on my job, whether it's doing other things like streaming, gaming, maybe on there, impact. I'm always going to talk, and I'm always going, because having a voice is a privilege to me. The fact that I can talk is awesome. And it's just, it's mind blowing how my brain just works. And it's like, man, yeah, we're going to talk about this and just send signals to, it's crazy to me. I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean? So much stuff to talk about. I need me some co-hosts on here, guys. I need you to come on here and talk with me, yo. So I got a couple people cooking up, though. I got a couple people that I want to talk to on this chat, and we're gonna do something remote. I'm excited. I'm excited for this channel, guys. I really am. You see, it's just locked in. You do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, all I said so much that I don't even remember. That's how you got to do it, guys. You just gotta lock in, gotta motivate, and you gotta just do it. So yeah. It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff to be a part of in this podcast. And yeah, very grateful for it. But with that being said, yeah, I think that is it. I think I've been doing this for about 40 minutes now. Remember when I told you guys the location I'm in is not the best? Well, turns out I have a door, my house, and I have the kitchen here, and then I have the living room, and like everyone that comes to my house is yelling or screaming. My dogs are barking. So the location of doing the podcast is not the best, but I literally try my best to come on here and still talk, even though I have everyone's going crazy in the background. You can't hear it because I do my little work here, but I just come on here and if you want to start something, you don't have to have the best equipment or the best everything to just start with what you have, because I was that person. I would buy everything so expensive. I would buy the best camera gear and this and that, and then I would have people who would just buy something so basic, and then they would grow. And it's about you, your work, who you are, and the personality you have. And I messed up by doing that, buying the most expensive equipment, because really it's not about the equipment. It's about you. And people start off with I don't even have the best equipment, but I have an iPhone here. I have my monitor and I have a mic, and people have usually like a EQ box or to make your voice sound better. I don't have that. I just have this that I'm on, and whatever you have, if you want to make a podcast, use your phone with a tripod and buy like a $30 mic, call it a day. And literally you can make content, and you literally, trust me, man, you don't need the best equipment to start something, because if like my goal is to just be known for me and make my content. And if people like that, they'll come back. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to change myself. I don't want to switch up. If people like me for me, awesome. If not worried about it. But that is the goal when I doing all these podcasts, or even when I stream or make a YouTube video, is people want to come back to watch me, to listen to me, to come back and be like, E-Man's he just made a podcast. Hell yeah, let's go watch him. And that's kind of like where I'm at. And I learned my lesson, because I used to buy this most expensive equipment and I would do all this stuff and that. Frankly, all the expensive equipment, I don't even use that anymore because I sold them and now I'm using the most basic equipment. Headphones from Amazon for like, I don't know, $20. Got my phone you have, got the monitor, the mic here, decent price, not the most expensive price. I got it on sale. But that's my point, guys. Yeah, enough blabbering because I said what I had to say. But look, guys, I'm not gonna make another video till probably after Thanksgiving. I got a lot of stuff to talk about after. But for now, yeah, I'm not gonna have time during the week to make a podcast or anything like that. I'm gonna make this one, upload it, continue to post some reels and stuff. So that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate the support, the love y'all give me. And whoever knows you, man, you know who I am. And thank you for watching. And again, enjoy your Thanksgiving with your families. Have some good food. Let me know down below if you guys watch this during Thanksgiving or before or whatever. What are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to eat? What is your favorite dish to eat on Thanksgiving? Yeah, and enjoy some family time, guys. Appreciate it. And look, if you guys learned something from this podcast episode, just tell your family you love them. Tell them a good speech. Change your mindset and be grateful. And Thanksgiving's about being thankful. And I'm thankful every day. Don't wait for that day. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. I don't know when I'm going to make another episode. Probably Monday again, because that's when I film. But I will stay active on social. So follow the socials, the PIXCAST. Check me on there. That being said, guys, appreciate y'all. Be safe. Enjoy you guys' food. And send me you guys' what you guys eat. And I'm curious to see what you guys are going to do on that day. But yeah, guys, later. Peace.